showed you the snake before. Do you want to see the snake again? Inland taipan, the most deadliest snake in the world. It's true. Pretty dodgy job in terms of it being tanned, but it got left in the sun.
Wow, yeah.
So it's all curled up, but I'm going to flatten it all out.
Yeah, where's its head?
And turn it into a guitar strap. We accidentally ran over out at Mount Larkham. Yeah, we felt bad, so we took her home and ate her. Well, home was underneath the railway bridge that night. I didn't ride anything up in North Queensland, to be honest. I was just more research, really. You know, I was on an adventure. I'd never been there before. When I left Victoria in March at the start of the pandemic, I decided to use the opportunity of having the freedom, i.e. being able to move out of the house to explore North Queensland, and I did that with my best mate. His name's Rhyece, and he's from North Queensland, so he was my chaperone, I suppose, and he took me up there and taught me the ways of the bush up there from where he's from, you know. So it was very much just me learning, listening. But from those travels, I learned a lot about myself and about my own country. Yeah, it was kind of a strange situation being out of Victoria when all my mates were in lockdown, and I was roaming free, catching fish and hunting and just running around like a bush ranger, having a great time. I used to work on a building site in Sydney with this old Irish brickies labourer called Freddie, and we used to have to keep up to like 6 bricklayers. He would always crack a joke at the most inopportune of moments, where we'd be shoveling mud and brickies would be screaming at us, the foreman would be carrying on like a pork chop, whatever, and he just turned to me really quietly and he'd say, "Rhyece, you'll be fucked trying to make a living out of this, won't you?" It's like this existential kind of thing that he would say all the time, and that we were actually trying to make a living out of this, so we were fucked, you know. But we weren't fucked because we still had our sense of humour, I suppose. So, yeah, I really miss Freddie. He's probably long gone now.
I've done a couple of albums with Rhyece in Melbourne, and then another one that was kind of a solo. Well, it was a duo with Rhyece and Hannah Jane of Sweet Formidables. And there's a country album that we recorded in Melbourne like a year ago. And we've slowly been doing overdubs up here at my studio. Rhyece and Matt and Eddie were all here drinking, waiting for me to wake up and get ready. We were going to go into the studio to finish overdubs for that album. Actually, the night before, I got a phone call from Matt at like 2 or 3 in the morning. "Nell, we're going to make a rock and roll album. We're going to record it all live and we're going now. Let's go." I was like, no. I'm sleeping. I'm not going anywhere. I'll see you in the morning. We'll do it tomorrow. So there I was thinking we were going to go and finish off that album, and those boys just sprung a whole new album on me that day and smashed it all out live in one day. It's pretty cool. Everyone in the room at the same time, including the amp and the vocals, basically means you can't fuck up, or if you make a mistake, it's going to be in the final, because your instruments aren't isolated. There's no editing. You can't edit in that situation, so they have to nail it, and not every band can do that successfully, but they're all very professional in their own separate right as musicians, the three of them. They hadn't even practiced the songs that much. Like, some of them they were working out there and then, and we didn't do more than 3 takes. Most of them were like the first or second take we ended up keeping, so it was pretty, it's fun doing it that way. It's risky, And what I like to do, it was risky for me. What I like to do.
Risky doing it the other way.
Yeah. We ran everything through like analog hardware on the way in, and so it was kind of already mixed to an extent straight off the bat, because everything was individually compressed and EQ'd with all this cool vintage equipment on the way in. And it was kind of like watching them play live. It's like a live show. Actually mixing that one, so like I recorded it and it's been sent off to Milan to finalise. Is that right? Milan's still doing it?
Yeah, my friend Milan Sim. I spoke to him on the phone.
No, he's in Prague.
Yeah, he's in Prague.
He's in Czech Republic. Yeah.
He's a Czech engineer. He's a really close friend of mine. I did an album with him a couple of years ago in Bohemia in the Czech Republic. And it's sort of a project that he gets to do when he knocks off and has a few beers, like of the evening, you know, because it's not like a corporate gig or recording an orchestra or some Czech pop star or something, you know. So he's very much part of the band and the crew, as much as like Nell would be. Like I consider Nell part of the band as much as anyone else. Like, but not often the engineer gets that kind of credit, but she really is, you know. Milan is the same kind of thing, you know. It was just quite wonderful being able to do a festival, and pretty much everywhere else in the world are still locked in their homes, you know. It's a quite lucky situation, so I was very grateful for that opportunity. And we had a great set, we had great sound. Our friend Luke did the sound, and he was magic. Whoever did the lighting, I don't know who did the lighting, but they were great, you know. It's not often we get to play in that kind of arena. I haven't played in that kind of arena since I was in Europe, so it was nice to play on a big stage with a big sound system and a big crowd, and it was good gig. Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke to you, she read my phone. She did 616 in the I met her down by the iron. She tasted